Hi, welcome everybody. I'm excited tonight to present to you Easy Marketers and enhancements to our website builder. So as you can see here on the screen, I'm actually logged into Easy Marketer. On the top left we have our web hosting, our contact manager and our website builder. Then on the bottom we have our web meetings, our webinars and soon to be launched our marketing section. And in our marketing section is going to have both free and paid marketing in there. Text, videos, downloads of PDFs, ebooks and so forth and so forth. But tonight we're going to be focusing on our website builder. So if we click on website builder, the first thing that happens here is that you can see all of the different websites that you've created. And one of the really cool things with a subscription to Easy Marketer is every domain that you have registered with us or transferred over to us for your hosting. Every domain that you host with us, you can use our products for all of those domains. So if you have 3 different businesses as an example and they've got 3 different websites and 3 different domains, you can go and create websites, you can go and create blogs, video landing pages, image landing pages, autoresponders, contact lists and so on for each and every one of the domains that you host with us. So that makes it absolutely insane value when you think of being able to do all of that for every domain that you have. And quite often we have a lot of clients where there's a husband and wife team, and the wife might have one business and the husband has another business. Well, instead of them having to subscribe to 2 different accounts, you can have just one account, put both domains in there, and then you can go and create your websites and your blogs and your landing pages, etc., for every domain that you have hosted with us. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and create a new website, because we've got 2 choices here. If we look on the top, we've got create new website and we have import website. So import website, what that means is that if you have a business associate that's already that's a member of or a client of Easy Marketer and they've gone and built a website, they could give you their share code. If you look over here on the left hand side, we've got share website code. Okay, so we can see the code. Every website that you create has a share code. So this is absolutely awesome when you're team building. We have a lot of clients that are involved in network marketing as an example. So network marketing leaders love to go and build websites, landing pages for opt-ins, for video pages and so forth, training pages, all with autoresponders already written and the whole sales funnel all set up. Well, the thing is, we know with a lot of people that are new to internet marketing, they don't generally know how to set all of that up or how to write a great compelling email to go into the autoresponders. So if a leader gets in there and goes and creates their sales funnel, they can just go and grab this code and give it to their team. And then their team, of course, have got to have an Easy Marketer account. And then they just click on import website. And then you just enter the code in there and click on import, and the entire sales funnel is set up for your team. Other people that love using the import part is franchises, people that have franchise territories and so forth. They can and they want their franchisees to have their own individual websites. They can go and do that as well and have that hosted on their domain or their subdomain, depending on how their franchise structure all works. So let's go and create a new website. So we click on create new website and we select a template, and there's only one template in there. And the reason why there's only one template is because templates are so 2016. This is nothing to do with using WordPress templates and themes and all of those things. We start with a blank canvas, and nothing beats starting with a blank canvas instead of getting stuck with the formatting that templates generally have. Now that I've just said that, there will be other templates coming in here shortly. Now, those templates will just be examples of different landing pages, under construction pages, coming soon pages, and so forth, just to give people some ideas of what they can do. But if you're creative, well, you don't even have to be creative, as you'll see here tonight. It is just so simple that we just use this template, and this template is going to be a blank page. So this is going to be, I'll call this webinar September 27. Okay, so we name it, and that name, nobody ever sees that except yourself, and that'll be in your list of all your websites. So the first page that comes up is this splash screen, and we just follow instructions. Drag and drop elements from the left to build your website. So look on the top left, we've got elements there. Now also it says here, click on the empty page on the top right to delete this image and start building your website. So let's do that first. We empty the page. Do we want to empty the page? Yes. So at any time, if you want to clear your page that you're building, just go and empty it, like what we did just there. So it's very simple to go and start that. So now on the top left, I'm going to go to my elements. And we look up the top here, we have blocks. And the blocks are all about building your website. We have headers, content, and footer. So in other words, top, middle, and bottom to keep it nice and easy. So that's to build every single web page. And our pages, we have to remember that a website is purely multiple pages. So you just build multiple pages to build a website. So you have a web page or a landing page as an example, but to build a website is simply multiple pages. So we can see here we have a sitemap. It automatically generates a sitemap to show all the different pages that you have, and our home page. So we start with home. You can always see what page we're on, as if you look up on the top there, we see home. So today I'm just going to build a home page, but then when you go to add your other pages, you click on add page or add new page to go and create new pages. And I'll show you how to link those in a moment as well. Plus in the knowledge base, there's videos showing you how to do that. If you have a Google Analytics account, you can put a Google Analytics script in there. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to teach that tonight. Best way to find out about Google is to do a Google. So Google Analytics script, and you'll learn about that. Gee, that's a tough one. Try saying that when you're sober. Facebook pixel code. If you're into Facebook marketing and doing Facebook ads and so forth there, you can enter a Facebook pixel code in there. Again, Google it or YouTube. YouTube is fantastic. If you like watching videos, just do a YouTube search on Facebook pixel code or Google Analytics script and so on. So if we start over the top here, at the top left here on our blocks, our header, we click on that and we can see the different headers that we have available here. The look of it doesn't really matter at all because everything is changeable. And all we do is just grab something on the left-hand side. And this is where I tell people, if you can use a mouse or a touchpad or a trackpad, you can drag and drop. And if you can type, you can build a website. So all we do is just click on it on the left-hand side, drag it over to the right, give it a little bit of time. All right, give it some time to do its magic, and bam, there it is. So there's our header. So we can see that we're at home now, and that's why that's bold. So this one has a home page, 2, 3, 4, 5 different menu items in the header. If you want more, you just click on add. If you want less, you can go and delete them. And you can just change the text of these, change them all around. So on features, if we look on here, I click on that. So whenever you click on anything, on the left-hand side, it comes up with the editor to where you can change things. So if you didn't want features and you wanted functions, you just change it to functions. And then we need to link the page. Now this is really crucial. This is a question that does come up a lot, is that when you build multiple pages, how do you link them to each other? Well, you need to choose a page to link to. Now right now, we only have our home page. It's going to link automatically to the sitemap. So we only have our home page. So we just click on the home page. And then later when we go into add pages, remember that section I showed you just before? That was underneath the blocks was add pages. So you add a page and then you'll come back in here to the home page and change it. So if we had features as a page, well then that will appear in here if we add that page. Or if you want to link off to another website, this is fantastic for affiliate marketers. If you're an affiliate marketer, you can promote your own branding instead of just the affiliate website. And then you might want to link off to an affiliate's website, you can go and put their link in there. And the target, what does that mean? The target means a new tab. So on your browser tab, do you want to keep this page that we're looking at now and a new tab to open? Well, generally that's pretty good, all right? And it just depends on how you want to design your website. Or self means the actual existing page, so it won't open a new tab. So I'm just going to leave that as self. And all we do now is to click on Apply Changes. Now look up the top. Do we see that functions has changed? Can everybody see that? Can I get a yes or a yes in the chat box? Do you see how that changed dynamically there? So no coding or anything required there. So we can just change it. If we want to delete it, so let's say we don't want this one on the menu over here. See on the left we've got remove this link. No, well yes, we want to remove it. So click on remove, apply changes, and now we only have 4 items in the menu. If we want to get rid of the purchase one, apply changes, that's done. Now we want to add one. Click on add. What caption do we want? We want, what do we want? Buy now. What do we want to link it with? Well, we'd have a payment gateway or something like that we'd probably have in there, wouldn't we? We might want to go and create another page for it to go to. So that would appear here when you create that page. So I'm just using home now and that link. So if that linked off to a PayPal button or something like that, you could put that link there. Or if it linked off to a payment page on an affiliate site. Affiliate marketers just love Easy Marketer because instead of directing people straight to an affiliate link, they direct it to their own website, so they're promoting their branding and then link off to the affiliate site after that. Choose a target again, a new tab or self. I'll choose self. So what we call this one, buy now. You watch what happens here, guys. Click on add link. There's our buy now. So that's our menu at the top. Do we have any questions at all on the menu? All pretty simple. We all good with being able to change our menu around? While we're typing anything in here, while we've got some questions coming up, I should have showed you on the top. On the top right is the image, and that changes the background. So if you wanted to put a background color in there as an example, go on here and you just go and choose whatever color you want the background to be. So if we wanted a light blue color, apply changes, and now we have a light blue. So of course with the rest of the elements that you build over here, you'd get those colors to match, or you match it in with the corporate colors that you want to have and so forth. And so apply changes there. The logo, if you don't want Easy Marketer on there, which I'm assuming you don't, you just go and click on the logo. On the left hand side we've got our image size, so we suggest 230 pixels by 60 pixels. If you want to learn how to change your image size, have a look in the knowledge base, and then you'll be able to see a video showing you what to do about changing your image size in there. Or if you've got that image on a website somewhere, you can put the path where that image is, or you can go and upload your image as well after you've resized it and made it 230 by 60 pixels, and then go and click on apply changes. Okay, so what do we got? Questions here. All right, Janine, how to take the easy out. So you can see that now. You're all good with that? You could put your logo in there. Okay, cool. So I'm going to delete this now. Are you sure you want to delete this section? Yes. I'm going to delete. I'm going to go back over to my elements. And there's all other headers that you can do here as well. Drag and drop them over. Wait for it to do its magic and appear. Okay, so in here we can go and change the background image again. Click on the image. In this one here you can go and actually put videos in the background, which is pretty exciting. I'll show you that on the landing page shortly. When we go to do that, I'll put a video in the back. So you can just put a YouTube link and have a video playing. So a lot of the elements in the background, you can have videos in there to make a web page really really dynamic. Janine just asked, can you delete it totally? Yes, you can, Janine. Just I'll come back to that one just in a sec for you. Actually, I'll do it up here. Okay, So there it is. Click on. Okay, great question. We cannot delete that. We need something up there. Let's just try putting nothing in apply changes. No. Okay, we do have to put something there, Denise. Sorry, not Denise, Janine. Yes, that's a big oops. Okay, but that's awesome because while we're going through this, we continue enhancing by people asking questions and so forth. So that's a ripper. I'll get the team onto that straight away. What we should have over here is a delete on the left-hand side, the same as what you saw before when we were deleting the different menu items on there. So we'll get that in there very soon. So fantastic. Thank you for asking that question. Every element that we drag over here to the right, you just click on the text and you can change the text. When you double click on anything, it brings up the editor. You can change the fonts, you can change the size, you can change the colors, you can put a link. So if you want to link off to another website somewhere else, where if you put on here, click here to whatever you want it to do. Click here to do something. So you can highlight the click here as an example. The very first button on the left hand side, the very first icon, is the link. So we can actually go and enter the link there to link off to another page. So click here to learn more, click here to this or that, and link off to another page or to another website or to an affiliate site and so forth. And these buttons on the bottom here, if you want to change any buttons, we just click on the button. You can go and change the text in there. You can change where it links to and so forth. Everything is changeable. So I'm going to delete that there. So that covers off on the headers. The next element that we have here is our content. So let me just build this. Let me go back again. Let's put a header over here again. And let's just grab the basic header. Drop that in. Okay, I'll keep that header on there for now. And go to our content. So let's say we're happy with all the details that we have in our top menu there. So on the left hand side are all sorts of different elements that you can drag and drop. We've got testimonials, all sorts of layouts, 1, 2, 3, 6 testimonials, 9 testimonials, pricing. And if you see anything here that's got text, if we drag that across, drop it in, all the text is changeable. So if you don't want that to be pricing, you want it to be something else, all right, you just double click and we can put okay, whatever text you want on there, and the same here on the text at the bottom. Just double click on it and change it. You can move it around, which I'll show you in a moment, where this cross on the right hand side is to move it, and the image one you can go and put, here's another one where you can go and put a video in there, or you can change the background color and so forth. So you can just change everything by dragging and dropping it and building your site. So our pricing tables and so forth, our features. So let's say we want to start by putting a bit of content. Let's go through here. Okay, this one. Drag and drop it. Wait for it to load. Okay, we've got an image up here. We can click on that image and go and upload a new image. It's got the suggested size here of what that image is. You can give your product overview. You just double click and you just go and change all of the text on there. So let's go back to our elements. So we want something about a product, and then we want to have some features. Drag and drop features across. Okay, our features. Our amazing whatevers. Whatever you want to put in there, it's just so simple to do. Come back over here now to elements, and we want to list some features. So drag and drop again. Okay, we want to change any of the icons and so forth. Okay, we've got all different icons in here. Lots of different ones you can go and change in here, change any of the text and so forth. If you want to move things around, whenever you drag something across, it'll always put it to the bottom. And if you want to move it up, just grab the cross and drag it up to wherever you want it to be. So you want it to be there, and now we've got features at the bottom. We want the features to go back above there. You just drag it and drop. Okay, it doesn't get much easier than that. Simply drag and drop. Come back over to our elements again, and we want to put a pricing table in here. So we go and put our pricing. Okay, here's our pricing. And you just change the text that you want on here, or delete the text if you only want to have just our pricing. Come back to elements again. 2 pricing, 3 pricing, 4 pricing. Let's just grab the 2. Okay, you can create your own pricing tables within the text itself as well. So in any of the text, if you only had one item on here, you can go and keep typing and just hit enter, 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 and it'll go and add more and more and more lines of text and so forth in there. But with this pricing table that we have here, if we just click on that, it'll bring up on the left-hand side. If we click on the payment button or the pay now button, we can change payments here. Click on any of the text. You can go and change any of the price here. So if you want it to be $50, $250, $50 per month, you want it to be $50 per year, and so forth on there. So change all that, change the name of business to something else, whatever you want to call it, little description. Now our payment buttons. This is going to excite a lot of people because one of the new enhancements that we've just put in here is subscriptions. So if we look up the top here, business email. Now, what this is for is your PayPal email account, right? The email address that you use for your PayPal account. So what's really, really neat with this, guys, is that if you've been used to building websites or anything before, and you want to go and create a payment button, you have to log into your PayPal account. You've got to go and create everything. You've got to go and get your code. You've got to go and import your code into your website and so forth. Here with Easy Marketer, we are fully integrated with PayPal, so you don't even log into your PayPal account. You do it all directly from here. And I'll show you that right now. So sales@easymarketer.com. Okay, so that's our PayPal account. We've got an item name, and I'm going to call this webinar test. And the currency. Okay, another new function that we have here is that before it only had US dollars in there. Now look at all the different currencies. Okay, so the Australian dollar for our Aussies, we've got some Canadian clients, so you've got Canadian Canuck dollars there, Indian rupees. For our Kiwi friends, where's New Zealand? New Zealand in here. For our Pinos, we've got pesos in here and so forth, and we've even got Thai baht in there for our Thai clients. So I'm going to just keep that now for US dollars. What type of payment do we want to do? A one-time payment, and how much? A one-time payment of $100. So $100, and a return link, no or yes. Now what that means, if you don't use a return link, it'll just come up with the standard PayPal thank you page after the payment goes through. But imagine if you've got somebody buying an ebook from you, or they're subscribing to some training, or they're doing something. If you want a return link, you can click on yes, and you can link that off to another page. I'm just doing our home page for now. But when you go and add pages, like what I showed you at the beginning, right at the beginning where you can click on add page and go and create a new page, you would come back in here and link it to that page. So it might be a thank you page, and on that thank you page, it could have the link, so link for them to download the ebook that they've just purchased from you. All right, so you can do that in there, or link it off to another page or another site. Now, that could be an external link, could be a link to your Dropbox. It could be a link to your Google Drive account and so forth, where they can go and download your product immediately straight from your thank you page. So that's pretty cool. We all good with that? Can I get a yes or yes? Okay, cool, Janine. Thank you for that. Okay, great, great, great. The other enhancement that's been done since our last webinar is our subscription. Something that people have been begging for is subscriptions, and setting up a subscription without having to log into your PayPal account. Absolutely awesome. So 2 choices. Do you want to have a trial? Right, you can put a trial amount. So for example, currently we have a trial for Easy Marketer where it's $1 for 7 days. So we would enter 1 in here, and how many days? 7 days. And then the subscription amount. So how much is it going to be when the 7 days is up? Okay, so if we look at this one here, we've got $50 a year or $50 per month. So I'm using this first button. So we'd go in and do the same thing when we've completed this with the second one here. So if it was $50 a year, I would just type in 50, and monthly or yearly, I would put yearly. A return link, yes. So after the payment went through, it would go to our home page. Well, after we've finished building our home page, we'd then go and do that return page, the thank you page or the delivery page or whatever you want it to appear after their PayPal payment has been accepted. So that's all done there. If you don't want a trial, you just click on without a trial, and then it'll go straight to a $50 yearly amount or whatever you wish to do with that. So I'll just hand over to you guys for a sec. Any questions on that, or pretty simple? Are you all good to go to be able to do your payments now? Yes or yes? Okay, fantastic. Good to hear. So I'm going to apply changes, so I'll keep that on there because we'll upload that in a moment, and then you'll be able to see that in action. So now I go back over, so that's applied that change. So we've only activated the first button. When you go to do the second button, you just go and do identical of what I just did then. I'm not going to do it now just to save time on tonight's webinar. So I'm going to close the editor, come over here to our elements, come back over here. What else do we want to build on here? So if I drag and drop this over, it's appeared on the bottom, drag and drop again. So this could be product information here. So we can just click on the image, and that says that the size of that image is 200 by 200, and the same here on the right hand side. So of course you're not going to put product features underneath your pricing, are you? So now we want to go and drag and drop that and pop that above our pricing. Do the same with this one. And again, with all of our elements, you just click on the background. So if you want to change the color of the background or go and put a video in the background to add some animation in there, which I'll show you the video shortly. So that's how easy it is just to keep going and build your website. Change any of the text, change any of the colors and so forth. Come back over to our elements again. What else do we have in here? Okay, so there's some larger pictures with text on the right, picture on the left, a video. So you want a video on your product, so we drag over here, wait for that to load in. Here it is. So let's come up here and drag that up and pop it here. So this could be your product, one of your products, and you put an image of the product there, and then underneath can give that overview of that product. So wherever there's a video, we just click on the video. Look what happens on the left hand side. You just go and put your YouTube link to your product video or your Vimeo one. Network marketers love this because their network marketing companies generally go and give them a website, and they don't generally like, network marketers don't like sending people to YouTube to go and look at additional videos on the products, because you just never know what YouTube video is going to come up next that distracts the people that you want to sign up. So that's why we can go and add your YouTube link and pop that here onto your website instead of it being directly onto YouTube. And we do the same under here. If you've got another video, you can pop that under there. Then we come back to our elements. You want some text. There's just a single column text with a header, smaller, without a header, 2 columns, 3 columns of text. You want a divider. You want to put a line across. We just drag it, drop it in, wait for it to load. Okay, so here's our line, so we put that up here. So if you want a line before the pricing table, there's your line. We want a contact us page, so contact us form. So I just said contact us page by mistake then, right? But what we could do is that up here in our menu, we could go and put contact us in our menu and then go and create a separate page and have our contact us on a separate page if you wish. So to do that, you just go and add a new page, but then you go and do exactly what I'm doing here. Drag it from the left, drop it into the right, wait for it to do its magic. Here it is, there's the contact form. So the person that's looking on your website would put their name, their email address, the subject, their phone number, and what the message is, and submit it, and it'll go to your email address. So which email address will it go to? On the left-hand side, we can see here that we've got email. So you might have, this might be for a sales page, so you might want one of your team members, one of your staff that handles all the sales. So you'd put sales in there. If it was service, you'd put service at, or whatever email address you wish to put in there. And location, so if you want the exact location, you would go and put the location of your map in here, and that's uses Google Maps. So if somebody's looking at this on their smartphone or their tablet as they're driving around, they can go and get directions and get interactive directions going straight to your offices as an example. So that's our contact form. Come back to our elements. We can see here that there's several different contact us forms, a map on the right, a map on the left, no map at all. So if you're working from home and you don't want people coming to your home, just go and delete that. Okay, come back to our elements, and let's put a contact form over here. Drag it from the left to the right. Okay, there's a contact form, and it doesn't have a map in it. You might have several different locations. So if you've got a series of shops, or you're a franchise and you want to put different addresses and so forth in there, you could go and grab some content on the left. So let's have a look at something with a header. Okay, so our features. Okay, so change our features to our Brisbane office. And then here, type your Brisbane office address here. Okay, whatever you wish to do in there. Come back to our elements. Go and grab our map. Drag from the left over to the right. Okay. And there's our map. We click on that. We enter the Google Map location in here, and then it'll change the Google Map for you. So then you go and put the next one down as your Melbourne office, your Sydney office, and so forth on there. Then we have, let's go back over here to our elements, and we've got video. Oh, we had the videos before. Where are we? So now we've got some opt-ins. So we might want to go and put an opt-in for people to download a free ebook. Drag and drop it. Wait for it to install here. Okay, there it is. You want to change the background. Just click on the image up the top to change the background. You want to change any of the text. Change the text. You want to go and change your the image on there and put your book on there. You just click on that. It says the image size here. Make sure that you resize your image to go and fit in there. You want to change things on your opt-in. If you don't need their last name, don't ask for it. If you don't need their phone number, don't ask for it. Less is always best. We've got a question here. How often should we be saving? It does actually save automatically for you, but before you close out of it, we always suggest that you go up the top and click on Save Now. I'm just going to, so if we want this on the top, that's generally what a lot of people do on websites. I'm just going to drag it, keep dragging it up to the top. So you can position anything all around on your website. Okay, there we go, and put it straight up here. Drag this one down one. Okay, now your download free report's right up the top. So you can fully customize everything however you wish the layout of this to be. So let's say we were happy with that for our website and we want to preview it. So click on preview. It's going to take a few moments when you do a preview, especially depending on how much content you have on there and how many images and so forth on there, because what that's doing is that's creating a temporary site for that to upload to. So now we can view, we can see what our website's going to look like. Pretty clean, pretty sharp. Of course, you're going to blend your colors in. You're going to change your images for your product on there. But that looks pretty cool. You see 3 different icons here on the top. We can see the desktop view, which is got now. And then the next one is our tablet view. So we click on that, we can see what it's going to look like on the tablet. So if we look down here, look at the opt-in box now. See, this is fully responsive, fully mobile responsive. So the opt-in page is different now because it won't fit on the right-hand side. And if somebody's looking at it on their smartphone, okay, it makes it smaller, makes the opt-in size different here again, and so forth. So that still looks pretty cool. Even if we slide down to our video, you can still watch the video on a smartphone. Okay, great question there. Great thing that you mentioned there, Janine. If you can log a support ticket, if you can, when you log into Easy Marketer and put a support ticket in, the team will look after that for you and get back to you as soon as possible. One thing to remember when you do go and log a support ticket, please be as detailed as possible. If you say, my website doesn't work, well, the guys, it's going to be pretty hard for them to know what you really mean with that. If they log into your account and have a look and you've got 27 websites, well, for starters, which website? So if you can be as specific as you can. If you say, I've got a problem uploading an image, as an example, all right, well, what element are you using? All right, and especially if you can take a screenshot and show them as well. So like anything with support, the more detailed you can be, the easier it is for the team and the quicker that they get back to you. Because remember, if they're going to have to ask you some more questions to be more detailed, this is going to slow things down a bit. So be as detailed as possible as you can. Screenshots are awesome there. So there's the preview. And if we're happy with that, we're going to save this site. And it comes back here at the beginning. Okay, so we can see here that we don't have a website link. Now the reason why we don't have one there is that we haven't uploaded it yet. So to create a link or your actual URL, you can see all the different ones that I've created here, easymdemo.com/secret training and so forth. Right? You can name your pages whatever you wish to do. On the right hand side we can see that this has a blue check, while the others are all green. Blue one means you've created it, but you haven't uploaded it yet. So on the actions on the right-hand side, the first one is to edit the website. The next one is to upload your website. Then if you want to delete your website, you can do that. The last one here is the clone website. Now the clone is totally different to the share website code. The share website code is what you give out to others. If you just click on the clone, it'll automatically clone your site and will appear there straight away for you. Let me just do that. I'll click on clone. Do you really want to clone this website? Yes. It's going to do its magic. Now we can see we've got 2. Look how quick that was. And we can see that this is a clone because it's got a number here, numbers and letters on the end. Now why would you want to clone a website? Let's say you like the site that you built and you want to use that as a template for having that for other sites. So you just go and clone it, then you go in and edit it and change your color schemes and change your products and so on. But the layout of it might be what you want. You might want to have an opt-in at the top. You might want a menu on the top. You might want your contact form. And instead of you having to go and recreate all that, you can just go and clone it. Well, I don't want that anymore, so I'm going to click on the trash can. Do you really want to delete this? Yes, I do. So that's deleted. So now I want to upload this web page. So we just click on the upload button. It's going to ask you, what do you want your website to be? So you're going to select which of the domains. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 domains there. I'm going to use the first one. So again, if you've got 50 domains hosted with us, you can build websites on the whole 50 of them, all for one subscription price. If you want to offer it as a service to go and build websites for other people, you can go and you can register the domain with us or transfer a domain across and go and build the websites and use all of that all off one single account. So if you don't put anything on the right hand side and you go and upload it, that's effectively being your home page. So then you'd just go to easymdemo.com. Right? I don't want to do that. I want to call this webinar SEP 27. So when I upload this, it'll be the URL, the website will be easymdemo.com/webinar SEP 27. So you might put training. It might be week 1 training, do another page, this is week 2 training, week 3 training, and so forth. Whatever you wish to do with that, and put different training videos up there and so forth. So let's upload that now. It's going to take a moment because this is really chewing into my internet here because I'm running the webinar and it's uploading all that there. And what it's actually doing for you, if you're experienced at building websites before, all right, you'll see that this saves you a lot of time. Well, that was pretty quick. That's great. It's done. This saves you a lot of time because normally you would have to log into your website's control panel, into the cPanel. You would have to go and create what's known as an FTP account, File Transfer Protocol account. You would then have to go and use their file manager and go and copy all the files from your computer and go and upload them, or use an FTP client to be able to do that and so forth. None of that with Easy Marketer. There's a reason why it's called Easy, is because you don't have to do the cPanel. I think the cPanel, they call it control panel, but that should be complicated panel. It's a lot easier using the Easy panel. So we didn't have to log in at all, and it's uploaded our website. So let's have a look what it looks like. So easymdemo.com/webinar SEP27. It's opening up a new tab now, and we're there at the site. So here's our opt-in. Here's our menu at the top. We scroll down, so forth. We can go and play the video in there. Our pricing, let's have a look at the payments here. So here's our Pay Now button. Click on that, new window is opening, going to PayPal, and there's the PayPal. All right, done for you guys. All right, webinar test, $50 US for each year. All right, and then, now mine says login. The reason why it says login is that my browser knows that that PayPal account is my account. But what would normally be is would be a payment button or a buy now button or whatever the standard PayPal one is in there, and then it'll process that payment. So that really is a simple way to have a shopping cart, right, to be able to integrate straight in with PayPal without ever even logging into your PayPal account. Is that cool or is that cool? Can I get a thumbs up with anybody? Any woohoos? Anybody excited? Fantastic. Okay. So let's click out of that. All right, wicked, like that, love it. So close all that up. Now, if I go back to my websites again, and I'm going to delete this one now. I don't want this site anymore. As I keep doing demonstrations, I end up with hundreds of sites, so I just want to keep cleaning those up. I'm going to delete that. And I'm just going to hand over to some questions, if there's any questions at all with whatever we've covered there tonight. And then I will put myself under a lot of pressure and get somebody to be my timer and see how long it takes me to create a video landing page in a minute. And my commitment is to create that in less than 60 seconds. Okay, Janine. Do you have a watch or a clock or anything there with a second hand? Can you, would you like to be the hostess with the mostess? Because I'm missing Denise tonight. So would you be able to time me? If I can get a yes or a yes there. I can see a lot of yeses now. I don't know if that was a yes that you've just said it now to been able to time me. Yes, you can. Fantastic, Janine. Okay. So you let me know when to start. So if you can type in there, start now. And when I click on the create new website, I'll get you to start the timer. .1 minute to start. Okay. So while we're waiting for the Janine's timer to get started there, anybody else got any other questions, comments, observation? Go! Oh, Nobby, you've just made me lose 10 seconds. I told you before, no heckling, mate. Okay, we ready, Janine? All right. I'm going to click on Create New. So we click on Create New. So this is the 60-second challenge. Choose the template. I'm going to call this landing page. Oh, I'm nervous. Click on Go. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, come on. Load. We're there. Empty the page. Yes. I should have started now. I've lost half my time already. Okay, we're going to go over here to the content. On the left-hand side, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to do video. How many seconds I've got left? Janine, am I doing all right? I'm sweating it. Okay, so what we would do is just click on the top and change any of the text we want to change. Anywhere here, change everything. On the opt-in, I only want the person's first name, so I unselect their last name. I don't need their phone number. You have to create a contact list. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's. That's my list, contact list name. Send from, it's going to come from Rob. My email address, it's going to come from rob@EasyMDemo. When we create our autoresponders, we log into Contact Manager. So there's videos that'll teach you how to do that and go and create your autoresponders. We want a thank you page. So you can go and create a thank you page if you want to after they've opted into your list. I'm just going to have that going straight back to my home page, or you can put another link, and I should stop talking because I'm chewing up time. Go into our video, and we want to put a different link to a video in there. I'm just going to put a link there. I didn't have my video. Where am I? The pressure's got me. I think I'm over a minute. Okay, there's a video. Some options we've got here. You can read all about that when you log in. I'm going to apply my changes. And there's my video. And I have created it. So stop. How am I going? So I've stopped. I think I'm a little bit over my minute, but that's how quick it is. So easy to do, guys. Some other things we can do here. I might as well show you those, what we've got here. Different options we've got. Up the top is do not play the video. So what will happen there is that somebody goes to click on the video to play it. We've got 3 options here for men. This man, the second man, and the one here on the left. Well, you're not at the bottom. You're not going to use the guy on the bottom because he's pointing to the left. So you would go and use one where the opt-in form is on the left. So what will happen is someone will click on that, and there will be a pop-up with this man, one of these men, whichever one you select, telling them to opt in the right to watch the video. If you don't want a man and you want a lady, there's 3 ladies for you to choose from. Well done. Thank you, Peter. I'm sweating, buddy. Time for a beer. Text. If you don't want any people, you can have a text on here. And, oops, back here to do not play. You want an image. Now, why would you put an image? Let's say you really wanted to brand yourself. And you wanted yourself to be on there, and you get somebody to create, you got a photo of yourself, and then you can go and put the text on there telling people to opt in on the right. That's pretty cool when they can see your own video there. Now, I know I've got some people on here tonight that are network marketers, so imagine if you've got your opportunity video that you've got here, and you want to capture the details so you know who goes and watches your video. Imagine they go to play it, and it's your photo, and they know you, and it's got you pointing to the side with a little notice on there telling them to opt in to watch the video. Pretty cool branding there. So if you had that on a website, you'd put the image path. If you wanted to upload the image, you upload it there, and you can see the size of what that image has to be. So if you wanted to stop the video after a certain period of time, now this is really, really cool. You might want to tease people first and have the video playing for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, however long. Imagine if you're giving people some training and you've been training them for 5 minutes about something, and then you say, and all you have to do is, and the video stops. And your pop-up appears with you pointing to the opt-in. So all they have to do is opt in, and then they can get your secret source or your secret information you're about to give them. So however long that is, All right, if that's at 27 seconds or 5 minutes and 54 seconds, however long you enter that time in there. That's pretty cool. If you don't need them to opt in, if you want to give them a choice of opting in if they want to, and you just want to just go and play the video, and if they want to opt in, and you can give them some incentive, whatever you put in there in the opt-in box, opt in and get a copy of my free report or something like that, and have the video to play continuously, you can do that too. So that's how simple it is to do videos. Oh, who wants to see how to put a video background? Have we got anybody still excited here? Anybody want to see a video in the background of your image, of your landing page? Okay, so to do that, we click on image up on the top right here. And anywhere that there is that image symbol on the top right, you can change the background image, make it a solid color, or upload another image and it's got the size of the image just here. Or if you want to put a video in there, you put the YouTube video link or the Vimeo link. So let's pop that one in here. Pop one in here. There it is. Apply changes. Look at this, guys. Watch it do its magic. Whoa, look at that. Do I get a woohoo? Pretty amazing, hey? And look what it did to the opt-in box. It made it transparent so you could actually see more of the video in the background. That's pretty damn cool, isn't it? So we might want to add a couple of other quick things on here. So we go over to our elements, and let's say we've got our business opportunity video there. We've got the video that's going to stop after 15 seconds. It's going to be a pop-up with a man or a lady or you telling them to opt in to watch the rest of the video. But you might want to put a little bit of extra information over here. So what if you wanted a little bit more product info to be underneath that video? Drag and drop it. Wait for it to do its magic. There it is there. And we want some testimonials too. So where's our testimonials? Here we go. Drag our testimonial header. Testimonials. Change this text. Look what our raving fans have to say about us. Okay, and then we go back to our elements, and we have 3 testimonials. Drag and drop it over to the right. Okay, change any of the text by clicking on it. Change any of the images. So if you've got a photo of your person that's given you the testimonial, you just go and upload that here. We can see it's a square, 100 pixels by 100 pixels there. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. Let's say we don't want a product overview. Let's delete that and just have some testimonials on the bottom. This makes a really cool landing page. I want to save that. Okay, let me go back. Let's do a quick preview before we upload it. Preview. Let's see what it's going to look like. Wait for it to do its magic. Upload it to a temp site for you. Okay, here we go. So there's the opt-in to watch the video man there, and testimonials. So that's what it looks like on a computer. What's it look like on a tablet? There we go. So we've got opt-in here. There's our testimonials. What's it look like on a smartphone? Woohoo! Look at that. Pretty cool or pretty cool? Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So now let's upload it. So we go back here to save now. And there's our landing page. So let's say you are building that for your team and you wanted them all to have a copy of that. Here's your website code. So you just go and copy that code and give that code to your team, and they go and import it by clicking on the import button here. Now we want to upload it, so I'll just click on the second button, the upload button, and we're going to call that webinar demo landing page. Okay, so with your different products, you might want to have all sorts of different opt-ins. Again, I'm focusing a little bit on network marketing tonight because I know that there's people on this call tonight that are in network marketing. So if you've got 10 different products with your company, you might want to create 10 different landing pages. take a couple of minutes to build a landing page for each product. And so then it could be yourdomain.com/product1, product2, whatever the name is of your product that you're doing there, and have separate opt-ins and videos for each of your products. So now I'm going to click on upload. It's doing its magic. It's logging into the control panel, setting up that FTP account that I mentioned earlier, doing all of that, working through File Manager, uploading all the images, uploading the videos and everything. It's done. So now we go and click on the link. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Pretty cool, or pretty cool. That's I don't know, I'm impressed. I've impressed myself tonight. That looks like a pretty cool landing page. We all good with that? Peter likes it, Janine does, Kim. Okay, fantastic, guys. Well, I'm going to hand over to you to see if there's any final questions, because I promised tonight to be done in about an hour, and we're an hour and 9 minutes into this now. So any final questions before we finish up for tonight? Okay, it's great. Thank you, Kim. I'm doing a countdown now. You got 10 seconds to type. Type quickly if you've got any questions. My beer is getting hot. 10, 9, all good, Nobby. Great, fantastic. Peter, thank you for coming in tonight. Okay. So guys, look, when you build your websites, keep us motivated too. Show us the dynamic stuff that you create. Love to hear the good news. Love to see your examples on there. If you want us to promote your product, if you go and create a wow looking landing page or website, send it over to us. Give us that link. Give us a testimonial. Show us your photo that you want on as your testimonial. Give a testimonial, and we'll go and because we're in the process of building a new website now, because our own website is way out of date because of all the massive enhancements that we've been doing here. So if you would like us to promote your site as well, all right, build it using Easy Marketer. Give us the URL. Give us your testimonial, and we'll put your link on the bottom there for you as well. Let's create a win-win. Help us to help you, and we take it from there. If you need help with your team at all, to get your team on board, remember the Tell a Friend that we have there as well. You can watch the video straight off our website up the top on the affiliate link. On the top, you can see how to go and create coupon codes to give your team a discount and so forth. And I should mention that tonight, for those of you that have been invited along to the webinar tonight by somebody else, please go back to them, because we have a massive promotion on right now. If you go and see them, they will give you a coupon code that is going to save you an absolute small fortune on using all of our products. So contact the person that invited you tonight, and they will give you that coupon and get you up and running as soon as possible. So thanks everybody for coming in tonight and supporting us on our webinar. I hope that's giving you some more insight. Any questions or anything, just shoot a message off to support. Get in and have a look at our new knowledge base. As I mentioned before, our knowledge base is brand new, so we'll be building the videos up. You'll see more and more and more keep getting added in there as well. So thanks again, guys. Enjoy your evening, and we may be having another webinar next Wednesday. I'm not too sure just as yet. If not, there'll be one in 2 to 3 weeks' time. And shortly, we're going to be rotating these webinars on every Wednesday and having different content. So tonight, as an example, was on building the website. Another night will be how to operate the contact manager, how to do your bulk emails, if you've got a contact list, how to import that list and send emails out to your list, how to create your newsletters. Send the newsletters out to your team. How to create a training page. Actually, I'm going to finish up the webinar right now, but I'll just keep it open in a sec. All right, I'll just do my close. I'll keep it open. If anybody wants to see how to build a training page, I'll do that as soon as we officially finish this. So I'll just do my close. So thank you guys for coming in tonight, and look forward to seeing you on our next webinar. Bada bing, bada bong. Okay. Excuse me for one moment, I just need a drink, and then I'll show you guys something great for a training page. If somebody joins your opportunity that you're promoting, instead of bombarding them with a welcome email that's got, it's a 15-page PDF. It's got 257 links to videos, and we get so excited. We want our team to learn everything all on day one. It's just too hard for people. Why don't you drip feed the information to them? So when people have joined you in your opportunity, go into Contact Manager and create a contact list. I don't have time to go through and teach you how to do all that. I want to tell you that just as a concept tonight. So go into Contact Manager, create a contact list in there, and you can manually add people into your contact list. So you would call that team members as an example. So create a contact list called team members and manually add your team into it as your team grows. Pop their first name, last name, email address in, and then create your autoresponders. So if you've got 10 different videos to show them, don't give them everything on day one. What if you created 10 different autoresponders and spread it out over 10 different days? So you'd call one day 1 training, day 2 training, day 3 training, and in that autoresponder that you create, put a link onto that to your video. Now again, we don't want people to be going to YouTube. YouTube is fantastic for traffic, for getting traffic out of YouTube to go and look at your opportunity. But if you are directing people to look at a video, never ever send them to YouTube. You know, if you're promoting an opportunity, and we all find that with network marketing, that people say, oh, is it a pyramid? Is it a scam? Is it a this? Is it a that? You don't want them to be seeing all those other videos on YouTube that's distracting them. And you know, the sad thing is 99% of the time, those videos where someone says, oh, check this out first, is such and such a scam. And you click on that, and it's just somebody else promoting your opportunity and trying to get in there and trying to sign up that person that could have signed up under you. So let's not use YouTube. Let's utilize YouTube for the hosting of our videos, but we put them on a page. So how do we do that? Let's go into our website builder again. Create a new website. I'm just going to call this team training. Wait for it to do its magic, just setting all this up. Wait for the page to load. Here we go, empty our page. Just going to show you really quickly here. So what we can do with this is that you could create a different page for every day. Day 1 training, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Now just think, you wouldn't name it yourdomain.com/day1, yourdomain.com/day2, because people are going to be smart enough to know, oh, I wonder what day 3 will be. Right, so give it some obscure number on the end so then they can't guess what the next day is. And then they'll get the email the next day and it'll have the link in the email telling them to go to yourdomain.com/78429. All right, and the next day is going to be a total different number again so they can't guess what it is. So what we can do here is just drag anything that's got some text. Here we go. So day 1 team training. And whatever you want to type in here, press enter. All right. If you hold the shift key down and press enter, it doesn't give the line space. If you just go enter, it will give a line space. So there's a little tip for you there. Hold the shift key down if you don't want a line space when you enter. So you can just keep putting as much text as you want, telling them whatever you want to tell them about their day 1 training. Then we come over here to our elements again. And I'm sure you guys know video is king. People will sit and watch for hours and hours and hours watching videos, but they won't sit and read for hours and hours. So the more content you can give people on video, the better. So what you could do here is you could pick any of the content here that's got a video in it, any of the layouts. If you've got just one video, all right, we might want to go and pop this one here on the center. So either a video on the left, video on the right, or a video on the center. Go and put some further information under here and click on the video and go and grab the YouTube video link and pop it in there. So to change it, I'll just use the one I had there before. You can either put the whole URL or only the video ID. Either of those two will work. Apply changes. Okay, so there's the video in there straight away. All right, so look at that there. That's good enough as it is. And how long would it take you to do that? We're talking what? You could definitely do that within a minute. I suggest that you always prepare your content first before you go and create a website. So think about what you're going to put up here. What text are you going to do? Type it up. Put it into a Word doc. All right, what text are you going to put down the bottom here? All right, think about it first. Go and copy the text off your company's website or out of the welcome emails and so on. Put that information. Just be prepared first and prepare yourself. Put it all in a doc and then just cut and paste it and drop it in here, and it's done within seconds. So now we go and if we're happy with that, you want to put a background color or an image. You might want to put your company's a background image of the product in there. Whatever you wish to put in the background there. We want to preview it. Let's see what it's going to look like. Preview always takes a moment because what it's actually doing, it is uploading it to our servers for you to be able to go and view that. So that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, anyone excited about that? You think that's good for your team building? Cool. Yeah, count me in. Fantastic. Okay, so there's day one, team training. What's it look like on an iPad or a tablet? Okay, pretty much the same. It's just a smaller version. What's it look like on their cell phone? You know, we've got to be mobile responsive, guys. We know that everybody sits there with their face glued into a cell phone, walking into telephone poles or getting run over. Right? They just keep looking and looking. Your video, you can watch it. All right, turn the cell phone on the side and you can watch it. All mobile responsive. So there's day one training. You just do the same for day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on. So there's a little bonus that I wanted to give you tonight to show you about what to do with team training. Any questions, comments, observations before I do finish up here tonight? We all great? Oh, thank you, Peter. Appreciate that, mate. And that's what we want to do at the end of each webinar, throw around a few different ideas. If anybody would like to see anything, if you've got an idea and you don't know how to implement it, shoot us an email and shoot us a message through support. They can send it to me direct, and then I'll include that on a webinar and we'll build it together on a webinar in the future. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I'm signing off for now. So thanks for attending tonight, and again, I really look forward to seeing what you create. You'll be proud of what you create. I know it. We're always proud of what we do. So send it over and share some love so we can help promote you as well. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night for now.